welcome to the C.S. Joseph Podcast. I'm your host, Samwise, and today I'm addressing the Acolyte question, why do ESTPs and INFJs hate not being given the benefit of the doubt? AKA the episode where CSJ is like, hey Sam, you need to watch the entirety of Star Trek Lower Decks if you want to get an accurate answer for this episode. Thank you. I just want to clarify that no one absolutely loves not being given the benefit of the doubt, but it's the difference between you kidding me? And, you kidding me? That totally fell on the ground. Anyway, alright, let's begin with the analysis of the two types. So, ESTPs and INFJs, they are very pessimistic about their own humanity, and them as human people character things. It's Soul Temple stuff. And, they're low-level FI users like FI Critic and FI Trickster. So they need, that external valuing from other people, as well as, the lack of introverted sensing that they are, not at peace with themselves or as self-aware, that kind of stuff. Basically, they aren't set in stone as people in a more solid way. Like me as an SI child, I'm just I'm gonna do me. All the time, basically. They don't have that as much. But part of their own rejection of themselves, FE Critic especially, they reject themselves and they're kind of projecting that onto other people. The idea of when you think you're doing a bad job at something like that, and then you don't address it as I think I'm doing a bad job to a person like a manager or a boss or something like that, you're sorry for doing a bad job. You outright say that. You're outright assuming that you're doing a bad job, or the idea of you're feeling awkward, so you're assuming everyone feels awkward, and it's no, that could just be you. This list can go on for miles, but the idea of projecting, they feel themselves that they're rejecting themselves and they're assuming other people are doing it too, and it's no, bro, no. I mean, I can't say that for everyone, but it's especially not true 100% of the time. But what does make these ESTPs and INFJs feel human? Well, it's when they proved to someone else through a concrete action, something tangible, not oh, I intended the best. They did a thing for another human that was good. But of course, due to psychological entropy, this could be, extrovert intuition and extrovert sensing, where extrovert intuition, like water, kind of is a slow, gradual wash that creates cool things like the Grand Canyon, but in your mind. Or extrovert sensing, where the wind knocks down a tree and it's pretty sudden. But the idea of that psychological entropy is that these concrete actions don't last long. They kind of decay in your mind. That, oh yeah, it's been a long time since I've done a concrete action. Now it's time to feel not human again. So, of course, they go back to rejecting themselves and other people, which is a true crime because ESTPs and INFJ should never go lone wolf. They need their wolf pack. But yeah, the only way that an ESTP and an INFJ can feel human is when they are given the choice. I'm hey, you have this chance to prove yourself humane through a concrete action, and it needs to be a regular thing. Sorry, there's no good, cleverly written segue this time. If you guys want to be coached by C.S. Joseph, go to csjoseph.live/coaching, and you guys can get yourself a coaching session and to really know your type so you can understand yourself better and potentially understand people better. Offset your shortcomings and boost up your strengths. Alright, back to the video. Alright, Star Trek Lower Decks. So, Beckett Mariner, the main character, is an ESTP, subdeveloped, subfocused. She is a clone of CSJ's wife, Railgun. And that woman is a queen. But, she kind of does a lot of the whole extrovert feeling child, oh, I'm gonna, be helpful to a lot of people, but also, the TE critic of, like, the hell with the rules and lots of that stuff. But she causes a lot of, problems on the ship, like shenanigans and stuff like that. Things going wrong a lot of the time because she tends to, stray from the main mission. Things like, oh, she started, like, power washing some walls in one of the episodes, and that led to, like, some alien rune cipher whatever stuff, and it, like, sent out a laser, and it turned, like, one of the guys into, like, this god that was, like, transforming the world into his image, that kind of stuff. But in the last few episodes of season 3, there's this journalist that, does journalism and interviews with a lot of the people on the ship, and she was amazed to find out that, all these shenanigans were happening, and she told the captain about it. This captain is actually the mother of Beck and Mariner. And the captain is like a vainglory type, where, it's like, oh yeah, it's my daughter, whatever stuff, and, like, a lot of that stuff is like, she disobeys authority a lot, but she doesn't, like, go after reputation, if that makes sense. Like, if the mother was, like, a authority type, like ESTJ or INFP, she'd probably be long gone because of that disrespect of authority, but with this journalist, getting the story, like, the shenanigans and stuff like that, and, she was going to write a piece about it, like, is this captain fit to, lead the ship? That's going after a reputation. Now that is where she starts getting, like, okay. But she, basically any demons, her daughter, where it's like, she just assumed that, the person telling about this was, her daughter, Beck Mariner, because she's the one that has the most information on this, but she basically got sent to a different ship, like the lowest level ship, like icky and, like, technology from the 70s, not like futuristic 70s, but, like, actually our modern 70s. And the captain found out that, wow, her daughter was the only one that actually gave a good interview with the ship. So, she feels bad and she's trying to make rights, but Becca Mariner is long gone. She basically joined grave robbers, but, like, sci-fi grave robbers, like stealing artifacts from, like, sci-fi tombs and stuff like that. Luckily, she had the opportunity to show her humanity by basically stopping, like, this AI Star Trek ship from destroying basically everything. And she basically did that by gathering a wolf pack, basically. Like, she gathered every Star Trek ship that there is to, like, fight off against this one AI Titan ship. I can't fully say if all those ships are, like, her wolf pack, but I know at least, like, 3 of them had her homies on it, like, leading the ships. So I imagine it's wolf packs bringing wolf packs. I don't know. But I'll count it as wolf packs. But yeah, so she saved the day, they made things right, and we never got a 4th season. Okay, so she had the opportunity to be humane. Now, the needs, as, you're able to help your Templars, your character temple, soul temple Templars. Character, soul, temple, Templars. Say that 10 times fast. What you need to do, they hate not being given the benefit of the doubt. You should give them the benefit of the doubt. And you know who does that the best? Philosopher types. More specifically, like the wrath-oriented philosopher types, like, absolution, that counterpoint to wrath, is about basically absolving all guilt, all wrongdoings from a person, like 100% forgiveness. That's what that's about. And, if they have their choice taken away, that's when they prove how humane they are. Which, that could be several things. Like, I'll give an INFJ example with my INFJ little sister. Yes, I live in a house of all Templars. ENFJ mom, ISTP dad, ESTP brother, INFJ sister. No, none of them are mistyped. It's tragic, I know, but uh my sister, she basically passed a school bus illegally and she got caught. Then she had to like pay a ticket. But like, it was just an accident. But my brother was making a joke about it of oh, sister with a criminal offense. She doesn't like children, stuff like that. And she got so mad at this Christmas party. I think it was a Christmas party or it was a birthday. It's that general time range. But like, yeah, she got super mad, was cussing in front of the Pentecostal grandparents, and yeah, she just outright left. It was so funny. I wish I was there. Anyway, but if you aren't a philosopher type, basically what you can do, or at least do to the best of your ability, is that their NI, they're, choosing, be patient enough, introvert sensing patience, to give them the chance to prove their humanity. This is required for giving the benefit of the doubt, is that level of patience. Happy holidays, everyone. Catch you guys on the next episode, and see ya.